While it takes a lot of work to get TPC Scottsdale up and running for the thrill golf fans love, the WM Phoenix Open is also home to several special events, including the second annual Concert in the Coliseum on February 4th, with a performance from Maroon 5 and country artist Walker Hayes live from the 16th hole. You can never go wrong with chips and guac on Super Bowl Sunday. In fact, 8 million pounds of guacamole and over 14,000 tons of chips are eaten on the big day. When players wanted to take it easy during Kenny Dillingham's first spring football practice, he wouldn't let them, emphasizing tempo, energy, and competitive spirit to set the tone. Well, Sammy, I'm gonna have to give you the political answer and say both are good options, but there's really three that stand alone: Kit Kats, Reese's, and Snickers. But I think you got your fix on the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, am I right? Well, but honestly, like, is that just you trying to learn from other people, the mentality, you know, what it takes to be great?
I think I just love hearing other people's perspectives.
That's what journalism business is, right?
Love it. I love it, man.
The Wildcats now limp into the NCAA tournament on a 3-game losing streak, leaving scratched heads as to why they can't capture their good mojo from earlier in the season. Hey Jack, a high of 83 and a low of 65 looks pretty nice to be on the beach right now. And for the Sun Devils, they could sure use a getaway trip themselves with the current stretch of ranked opponents they're facing. Not even SBF 50 could save ASU from getting burned in last week's loss to number 13 Utah. A career high 21 kills, and you get your career high on the final play of the game. Just how exhausted are you right now? How do you feel right now? Whether you're a football fan, ready for everything that the Super Bowl brings,
or a golf fan heading out to the People's Open, the Valley is where it's at in the coming week. Enjoy.
I'm here in Scottsdale with Becca Valsic from AZ Rent-A-House, and we're going to check out the rental home market for the big weekend, WM Phoenix Open and the Super Bowl all in one. It's got to be a crazy weekend, right?
It's going to be insane.
Well, let's just check out the Oasis, shall we?
Yes, come this way.
So how much really is this going for in the market and just the houses you're offering in general?
Yes, so this house itself is 5 bedrooms, and this is going for $8,500 a night. A lot of our homes are on the luxury high-end scale, start about $8,000 and go to about $10,000 a night.
And you, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were here for the last Super Bowl when it was in Phoenix, right?
Yes, yeah.
So what are the prices for these places compared to that?
Different. The market has actually became really saturated. A lot of people that couldn't sell their homes ended up putting their houses on the market so that they could list them for Super Bowl. So the city itself has over 4,500 rentals right now for Super Bowl. Wow. Which takes beautiful homes like this, where without the crazy market, this would probably go for more like $15,000 a night. Mm-hmm. It's causing our prices to be driven down a bit.
All right, so now we're getting the full experience, the roof deck. How about that, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You get full views, picturesque backyard amenities, full mountain views. You get city lights down there. You're only about 25 minutes from the stadium from a house like this.
And you talk about location. You said 4,500 homes just in Scottsdale, right?
Just in Scottsdale.
So what's it looking like in total across the whole valley?
You're probably over 6,000.
And do you think that's going to get all filled out by the time of the big game?
I would hope between spectators and people that are going to just be tailgating versus people that are staying, I think we can accommodate everybody, because on top of that, the Open, you got 200,000 people coming in for the Open, so you kind of have a lot of people coming in for the same sort of timeline.
So now in the kitchen, I mean, people can really boost their experience and get more amenities. What can they do here?
Well, we offer a chef. So during their stay, they can have breakfast, lunch, or dinner made for them if they want. They never have to leave. Basically, with our clientele, we are wanting to bring everything you could ever need to your home. I've been checking, and I see slowly bookings coming through with Super Bowl. I think once those people start to flush through, everybody knows how long they're coming, we'll start getting accommodations next, but we are ready for them. Yeah, everybody and their family is gonna come, and I'm excited to host them.
Yeah, absolutely. It should be a great time. A lot of great stuff. Don't need to go to a resort, just come right here to Scottsdale.
12-12 now. Oregon swinging it around on the perimeter. Will Richardson stopped the dribble near half court. They get it into Kel Elware now in the game. the freshman, battling with Bona, the other freshman. Fadeaway jumper is in. Solid move from Krell Ware, taking on one of the top freshmen in the country, Adem Bona.
Yeah, he's got such long arms too that a jumper like that where he's fading away, get his hands up. Great shot.
Now the other side, Singleton gets it to Andrews. Dylan Andrews seeing some extra playing time without Jalen Clark, stops at the free throw line. His jumper is in. Dylan Andrews, a couple buckets back to back.
Talked about how UCLA looking for production off the bench. Dylan Andrews could be just that guy.
Played 11 minutes yesterday, was 0 of 1 from the field. Now Barthélemy stops at the free throw line. His jumper falls. Keyshawn Barthélemy now on the board.
We talked about how Oregon does have depth, and Keyshawn Barthélemy is a great example of that for them.
They retake the lead, 16-14. Dylan Andrews has it, angle left. He'll get a screen from Bona, driving, kicks it to Bailey, top of the key, dribbling, in the paint, puts up a layup, tough one, and he gets it to fall.
Dante's not on the court, and instead it's Ware. They feel a lot more comfortable driving in the paint.
Bailey had a career high 26 points yesterday against Colorado. He's on the board now. On the left side, it's Rivaldo Soares, gets it top of the key to Barthélemy. Now they swing it, Krell Ware stops, shoots the long two, misses, and a rebound to Bailey. Up the floor to Andrews. Andrews stopping on the free throw line, lobs it up to Bona, who puts it down.
Earlier we saw them try that same oop, and Dante swatted it away. This time with Ware in the game, they're able to sneak it past him.
UCLA has now made their last 4 field goals. Richardson on the drive the other way, and he travels.
That was a pretty easy call for the ref to make there too.
The fourth turnover by the Ducks. Not a good sight early on. And Bruins now with the ball and some substitutions as Tiger Campbell comes back into the game. Jaime Jaquez as well. And for the first time, Mac Etienne. Nate Biddle and N'Faly Dante check back in for the Ducks. Dylan Andrews still in the game, brings it up the floor for the Bruins, has given them some good minutes. He drives inside, kicks it back out Campbell. Campbell gets a screen from Jaquez, stops and gives it left side to Andrews. Andrews stops in the paint, puts up the jumper off the rim, and a rebound Dante. Couisnard now brings it into the front court, gives Barthélemy, pulls up from 3, misses. A whistle is blown and a foul on N'Faly Dante on the rebound.
Yeah, he got a little aggressive on that one, gave a good shove to Mac Etienne.
Dante, his first foul. He stayed out of foul trouble yesterday. They need him to be aggressive, and right now he only has 1 point. 18-16, UCLA leading with 9 minutes to play here in the first half. Jaime Jaquez into the front court, controls things, gets the screen from Campbell, driving on an Oregon zone, stops in the paint, puts up a fadeaway, misses, rebound to Soares. He'll bring it up. Soares gets it right side to Biddle. They swing it to Barthélemy, inside to Couisnard in the short corner, backing down Andrews, puts up a shot in the paint, wildly misses. Couisnard gets the rebound, kicks it back out. Barthélemy stops at the left elbow, his jumper off. Ball goes out of bounds on the carom, and will go the Bruins' way.
Even without Jalen Clark, man, this defense is still tight. Oregon cannot get a single shot off that's not at least a little bit contested.
And they have blocked off the interior. Nothing really doing for Oregon, who's now on a scoring drought of over 2 minutes. Tiger Campbell has the ball, gets a screen, kicks it out. Jaquez drives right, now to Andrews. They swing it around. Campbell back with it on the three-point line with 10 on the shot clock. Gets a screen from Etienne, drives left on Dante, stops, spins, kicks it out. Jaquez has to put up a shot, misses back rim, and a long board collected by Biddle. Up the floor goes Soares, gives to Barthélemy. Barthélemy blocked off by Andrews. Good defense by the Bruins in the last couple possessions. Barthélemy back with the ball, puts up a three-pointer off the front rim, and a strong rebound by Etienne. Campbell the other way, pushes, crossover, kick out Andrews, right corner 3, all air. And another rebound collected by Biddle.
Looked like Keyshawn Barthélemy got his hand up, maybe tipped that ball a little bit on its way up.
Now the Bruins on a scoring drought, 0 of their last 4. Let's see if the Ducks can end theirs. Kuznard at the top of the key. Gets it right wing to Barthélemy. A strong pass to Dante, who gets the ball. His layup is off. Rebound collected by Singleton. Great defense once again by the Bruins.
Phenomenal defense being played by both of these teams right now. Every single shot, they're getting very heavily contested. Just nasty play happening on the court.
Each side on their own extended scoring drought. Singleton has it for the Bruins. Into the corner, Campbell, his three-pointer, breaks the streak. Tiger Campbell, a tray, makes it 21-16 Bruins. Barthélemy on the drive, stops mid-range. His jumper is good.
I guess both these teams had enough of this not scoring stuff, and they finally started to hit some buckets.
Quickly back and forth they go. 21-18, now Bruins have the advantage. Campbell has it near the Pac-12 logo, drives, scissors through the lane, stops, puts up a shot, misses, rebound, another one by Biddle, his 4th for the game. Barthélemy has it, top of the key. Into the corner on the left side, Soares. Soares guarded by Singleton, tried an entry pass to Dante off the leg of Singleton, out of bounds, and the Ducks will have the ball. But a timeout first on the floor. UCLA with a 21-18 lead as we step aside here on Blaze Radio. Back here at Desert Financial Arena, Jonah Krell on hand alongside Sammy Miller. And Sammy, as you look at those two leaders for the Trojans and the Sun Devils, Jeter and Fields, they're making a difference. Fields the expected one. Jeter stepping up instead of the usual outside hitters.
And Jeter almost hitting 69%, which is
Ridiculous.
unbelievable as a middle blocker. And they are really going to need her right here, right now in a tight fort set.
She leads the team with a 301 hitting percentage, but that just blows it way out of the park. Shields to Sear on the other end, and she finds the line in that top left corner, and that's exactly what you want out of that timeout.
An absolutely beautiful set from Shannon Shields. She was so far back row, was able to shift her body, get it over to Sear. Absolutely beautiful.
And now Sear has the serve. Sun Devils trying to get back on track. To Aninga, to Fields, a freight train coming, and you can't stop her, coming from the back row that time.
I love how Mia has so much trust in Skylar. She knows that no matter where they both are on the court, that Skylar's going to be ready for any single set, and that's a great connection to have with a setter and an outside hitter.
So right off the timeout, the Sun Devils got the point, but the Trojans snatch up the momentum back. Levinska, a touch play. Tuaninga comes in, Smith, and now Larson calms it down for Habella. Trubin in the back row with the dig. Cross-court kill attempt. Shields recovers for Habello, and off the hands of Trubin. Roberta Habello, a Brazilian bullet.
I said from the beginning, one of the Sun Devils' biggest keys heading into this match against USC was making sure that Mia was not at the service line because her serve is so good, and they're doing such a great job. They are getting her off the service line 1 or 2 times at a point, and Claire's doing a fantastic job of doing that.
But as you're talking, Sammy, Jeter sends it just long. Service error at the worst time. They're down by 5 now, and you just can't have those mistakes late in this match.
Especially when you're down by 5 right now. It has to be a very tight offensive unit. Yes, you want to be aggressive, but be very smart about when you're being aggressive.
That's the Sun Devils' 8th service error to the Trojans' 5 on the night. Shields, and blocked down by Fields. She is fired up.
This transfer from the University of Texas is taking everything that she learned with the Longhorns and bringing it to the Trojans.
I mean, the accolades are galore, and she's putting it all on display here. Barra sends it. Now Larson back to Habello. She's got the hot hand. Trubin recovers. Back to Fields. And they can't come up with it. And Skylar Fields has set a new season high, her 26th kill of the day. And the Trojans now closing in on a victory. And with that, Sun Devils will take a timeout, try to regroup as we head to a break here on Pac-12 Insider.